Ananda. Do you need me to spell it? Ultimately, what it really came down to, we went to the showroom for Northwest Natural Lighting. There, we were actually able to see the product itself, but then the options. We really liked the options and the fact that Northwest Natural Lighting was able to work with us on our particular project in terms of like some of the unique characteristics of this project. It was a long time coming, to be honest. We've been thinking about it for years. Previously, if this area just had like kind of an ugly little patio area, which we've used often, and it was it originally had a cover over it that we didn't like, so we took it down. It was a nice to be able to use it as a space, but it just didn't feel right. We're having more and more people and visitors coming over here. It's like we need a bigger space. So that's when I decided to go like, okay, just put pen to paper. We're going to start researching it, and Northwest Natural Lighting came up on our radar. What I really appreciated about Northwest Natural Lighting was um, they were willing to listen to our needs and give us some of the criterias of like what they can and cannot do. And when we were asking them to kind of expand on some of these ideas, and they went back to the drawing board and actually came up with a solution that we really appreciated. And they were willing to cut down on some of the costs as a result. So they were trying to balance cost versus efficiency versus production that would be able to, make us happy as well as, win our bid, basically. I almost made friends with the workers, if you will. They would show up. They were extremely friendly, gregarious, and experts. They really showed their expertise. Basically, we're building as if it was their own. And I really appreciated that. We asked tons of questions to them to the point where it would have annoyed me, but they weren't. They answered every single question in terms of communication. It was brilliant, right? We have a problem here with this heater here, which has been kind of ongoing, but they want to fix the problem. And they're actually learning from this problem as well. So they still care about us. They're not just taking our money and just running with it and say like, okay, it's on your own. No, they want to make it right. This has made our house bigger. By building this spot, it actually expanded the footprint of what we do in our house. It changed our life, basically, our lifestyle. We have dinners outside more. The kids are playing. People want to come over. This is almost like a statement piece. We're actually much more proud of this backyard. We're taking care of the backyard even more. Now, my wife previously, if just kind of parallelly speaking, when we had the cement patio out, she just didn't feel compelled enough to want to host or have people over. And there's a little bit of resistance, but ever since then, it's like, no, it's fine. It's smooth. And that, if I have friends over or we're having dinner guests over, she's much more proud, much more willing to have people over and just use the space more. Oh, the louvers are the coolest part, yeah. And then the shades, because, a lot of people, they're very subtle. And someone comes out here and I could see that they're, being blinded by the way the sun's coming over, or it's just too hot. And I go, oh, watch this. And all of a sudden you just see the surprise, and, and people always want to see how the louvers work. And because we went up a little bit higher, over our roof line. So it feels kind of epic when it kind of opens and closes, because your whole perspective kind of moves with it, because it kind of takes up your whole field of vision kind of thing. I can understand probably cost-wise that it's going to be one of the more expensive options. However, the quality and the service that we received from Northwest Natural Lighting was well worth the price. I would tell someone is that the options, the quality, and the trouble-free experience that they're going to receive from Northwest Natural Lighting is well worth the price.
Great. Well, thank you so much. That's
Yeah.
the end of my questions.
All right.